Hello, and welcome to the stream. I'm not late, you're late. Don't know what you're talking about. Perfectly on the hour, definitely. That 9 there is a mistake. Shush. Everything's fine. Welcome to the stream. We're playing Factorio Ribbonworld today. It's been a little bit of a while. We're going to get back into it and deal with shortages of iron and plastic and maybe steel. I consulted past Bentham on what needed to be done today, and he gave me such a long list, I just wrote it down, because there were too many things. So yeah, iron's broken, plastic's suddenly broken, God knows what's happening with steel, the entire smeltery needs to be moved to a new place, we need to build 22 more, low-density structure assemblers, and also explore and find things. We're gonna do like half of those. You're yelling sound, Rick. Why are you yelling sound? Is there something wrong with the sound? I'm worried now. I'm worried something's gone wrong. Don't just say sound question mark. What does that mean? That's how you make a streamer panic. That is the main way you do it, is if you yell something about the audio. Because audio is impossible witchcraft. Okay, there is sound. You're shook that there is sound. I think my streams usually have sound. I'd be worried if they didn't. Careful. That is the way you give a streamer a heart attack, is to say that there's something wrong with the audio. Audio is magical, witchcraft, works only through prayers and duct tape, and is very liable to go wrong. Okay, apparently everything's fine. You're just scaring me. You're just giving me a heckin' spook. Oh dear. Well, welcome. I think we should probably just get into it and enjoy some Factorio Inc. And relax following that momentary heart attack. I mean, I have uploaded a video in the past couple days. There's been stuff happening. Thank you very much, Moopin3, for that $10 super chat. Bentham rocks, woo. Look forward to the VOD when I get home from work in the morning. Have a good stream, good sir. Thank you very much, Moopin. If you're still here, thank you. If you're watching the VOD, thank you. It's the same message either way. I don't know why I specified. How would duct tape help? You would be surprised. I know that for a while, E's audio setup was held together using a Disaronno cap and a knife, and tape. And also, my audio setup includes a hat. A hat is a key structural element of my audio setup, and has been for years. And there's a simple solution, but it involves me buying a thing, and I don't like doing that. What if I buy the wrong thing? So I just continue to use the hat, because it works okay. It's terrible. I think you starting Sword on time has caused some existential issues in chat. I haven't started on time. I was 9 minutes after the time that I said the stream would be, which was 2 hours after the time the stream was meant to be. Oh dear. Also, thank you very much, Tommy Denton, for becoming a YouTube member once again. Welcome back. We're gonna see the, I forget how heavy the member tokens are when they go in the cup. Let's find out. Oh, not that heavy. I wonder if I can up their weight. I might do that if that's an option. Just make them super heavy, because they're big. Can you have a picture of the hat? I could probably do that. You're having a hard time really. I'll explain the actual way the hat is incorporated. So the thing is, I have a Blue Yeti mic, which is like the mic. It's the mid-tier mic that all YouTubers have used at some point in their life. And it's got like a screw thing on the bottom, so you can put it on a mic boom thing, like a one of those spring mounted arms that you move around and pose and so on. I don't have one of those, so I keep the thing on the stand it comes with. But if you sit the stand on the table, anything that hits the table will resonate through the mic. So I put it on top of a hat. I took a little like wool hat and folded it over, and the mic sits on that hat, and that buffers it from any sound that hits the table, and it works actually pretty well. For a while, I used it like a many times folded over shirt, but I found the hat was a better sound buffer for the mic, and it's worked pretty well. You pretty much never hear any like knocking sounds. The only thing you pick up is the keyboard because of how close to the keyboard the mic is, pretty much. So yeah, I use a hat as a super low-tech, cheap sound deadening tool. And yeah, I could probably have a picture of my setup. My setup is a lovely mishmash as well. This is the thing. This is how I've always operated, is by cobbling together what bits I can find. Preferably with spending the minimal possible actual amount of money to still get what I need. So for a while, the entire channel was run off of a laptop with a monitor plugged into it, but the only monitor I had was a 4x3 monitor, and it needed a VGA input, but I had a HDMI output on the laptop, so instead of getting a proper monitor, I bought an adapter that turned the HDMI port into a VGA port, and it was important that it was that way around and not just a cable that was HDMI on one end and VGA on the other. It had to work like that, so that it would also integrate with university projector systems at the university I was at, University of York, where I ran the Pokemon Society and needed an adapter for VGA so that I could project stuff from my laptop to their projection systems. So I was like, I could buy proper kit, or I could buy this one adapter that allows me to bodge everything I need to do. The best part was that after like a year or so of using that adapter, one of the pins in it came loose. And it was, I think, a pin that determined the strength of the blue channel or something, because suddenly everything turned blue. But I found that if you kept poking it, eventually the pin would sit in exactly the right spot so that it would work. And you'd get a normal screen. But then every now and then, everything would turn blue. And the best part was that I was the only person who could work out how to tap the adapter in exactly the right way to make the blue go away. Which meant that every now and then, at Pokemon Society, the projector would turn blue, and they'd have to yell for me to run over and be like, okay, we just gotta nudge it that way. There! Perfect! Nobody touch it or even make sudden movements near it. Yes, I am the worst. This is true. But I did manage to find a way to hook up a Wii U to a projector, and it was like to a projector made before the Wii U was a twinkle in its creator's eye. Apparently YouTube has a Kappa emote now. Oh no. But yeah, turns out the way to do it is you take the Wii U to the back of the room, and you plug that into the actual projector itself rather than the adapter unit leading to the projector. You just take out the things plugged into it, plug the thing directly into the projector with an adapter, and then, at the front of the room where the sound system is, you plug the Wii U console, the handheld part, in, and that will play the audio over the sound system. And that's how you make a Wii U work on an ancient university projector. The things we did. And yeah, nowadays, my setup is one super fancy, nicely put together PC, because I'm like, if I'm going to splash out on one thing, I have to splash out on that. So I got a lovely fancy PC, and then plugged into that is one fancy new monitor that runs off of a DisplayPort, because I had to, because the ports in my PC are all DisplayPorts, and then, what is it? I think, yeah, one HDMI port. I think, no, wait. Yeah. The ports it gives you are 3 display ports, because everyone uses them, 1 HDMI, and a DVI. So I have a new monitor running off the running off one of the display ports, because I had to. Then I have a 1080p TV running off the HDMI, and then I have a 4x3 monitor on its side running to the DVI, which is the same monitor that I originally had on my laptop, and then my laptop sat off to the side, feeling sad and old. And that's my setup now. Is that I have a normal monitor, a TV, and an ancient 4x3 monitor on its side as my setup. It's wonderful. And it works. You have a TV in the lounge that needs severe percussive maintenance on a regular basis, otherwise the screen gets all screwy. It is fun when you find something that is genuinely fixed by hitting it. I had an electric shaver that broke when it was dropped. I didn't drop it. That's important. It was dropped, and it stopped working right. And I managed to work out entirely by how it functioned, what was wrong with it, and what needed to be done. So, tried to use it, nothing happened. Plugged it into the charger, tried to use it, and it did work. And I'm like, aha, the battery is loose. The battery that stores charge isn't working, so you can still use it while it's plugged in, but you can't use it while it's unplugged. If the battery's loose, you might be able to knock it back into place. So I just shook it around, worked out where the battery was swinging from. It was still connected on one end, but was disconnected on the other end. Worked out what direction it needed to go in to get back in place, and then just whacked it on a table. And the battery slotted back into where it was meant to be. And then it worked again. I was very proud of myself. One of your monitors is 16x10? Oh no. Oh, that's terrible. That's the worst, because there's going to be so many programs that just don't support that. Oh dear. Also, there's a massive wires behind my setup, because of course everything just goes to this one 6-way splitter plug nexus that just about runs everything. Actually no, there's those 6, and there's one more plug going into the other one of the double socket that the 6-way comes out of. Oh, here's a fun thing. You're gonna love this one. We are gonna get started with the game in a minute, but this is the last ridiculous bodge thing about my setup. Is, you know, I mentioned one of my monitors is a TV. Well, like many TVs nowadays, it has a sleep thing where after 4 hours, without any inputs from the remote, it will start a countdown to switch off, a 5-minute countdown, and you have to press a button on the remote to fix that and stop it from counting down. Which means that every 4 hours of my computer operating life for the past about 2 years, no, more, because the TV ended up being the monitor for my laptop in the later days, like 3 or 4 years. Every 4 hours of my PC operating life for the past 4 years, I have had to press a button on a remote to keep one of my monitors on. And you know the best part about it is that right now I can see there is a sticker in the bottom corner of this TV that tells you this TV will switch off if it's left idle for 4 hours. Go to this menu and this menu to switch it off. In 4 years, I have neither removed that sticker nor done what that sticker says. And just continue to press the button on the remote every 4 hours. Welcome to me. This is you now understand Bentham. You now know everything you need to know about me. And the fun part about that is, because the timer is 4 hours, and Roll For It shows are 4 hours long, every single Roll For It show, I think, ever, essentially, at some point, features me very subtly trying to reach for my remote and press the button and put it back without making any noticeable movements or noise. So, from now on, you gotta watch very closely. The trick is you'll just see my right shoulder move a bit as the arm reaches out. I might suddenly get distracted if I happen to be in the middle of a sentence when the big grey window appears in the middle of my screen telling me I got 5 minutes. Oh dear. I'm the worst. I am the worst, and I know. It tells me what options. You have to refer to the auto standby menu under the time settings section. Actually, no. Okay, it's not that. It's slightly less bad. I have to go get the manual, and I don't know that I have a manual. Presumably, there's one somewhere, but apparently, I have to consult the manual to know how to do it. Though presumably, into the mind of Bentham. Congrats. And yeah, if I mess up the remote thing, then you'll hear when I put the remote back down. That's how you know, because the remote sits on the stand of the TV. It never moves, because if I lose it, the TV goes off. Admittedly, there's a lot of Roll For It ones where it ends up happening during the break. Or, every now and then, it happens just before we go live, and then just after we've finished, if we start late. So it's not actually every one. But during the run of every Roll For It show, I have had to press that button. And every now and then I have to press it twice if it's right at the beginning and right at the end and we've run over. So yeah, you can keep an eye out for that from now on. Okay, let's play the game. Let's do the thing. Got very distracted by a discussion of how terrible I am, but let's go play Ribbonworld. And boop. Or not boop. Is it gonna boop? There it is. I love how sometimes it just takes forever to work out what it's doing. Welcome to Ribbonworld. Shall we have a tour? It is the tradition. For those who are new to this, welcome to Ribbonworld. The world is a giant ribbon, funnily enough. A ridiculously long, thin strip of land stretching infinitely left and right and stretching 64 tiles up and down. Or, well, 64 tiles is the total height of the entire thing. So we'll start in the west. Whole bunch of biters. I see some oil, some stone going on. That's how far we explored before we couldn't go any further. Got our defensive wall there on the west. We've got our railway running all the way up to it, though. It just stops there for now. Of course, oh, there's a seam in the world where an update happened and changed map generation. And then here we have one of our stone... I think, is it our only stone outpost? I forget. We've got, there's a stone outpost. Oh yeah, I did some blueprinting for concrete that's never going to be fulfilled. Coal mine here. Our uranium mine, which is now shut down. It is done. It is over. The thing is shut down. I'm going to stop the train. How do I stop there. Train is stopped. No point to it anymore. There's no longer any uranium to deliver. What we have is what we have. There's one of our copper outposts, which is not running well enough. I mean, it's running as well as it can without modules, but it's not keeping the train supplied. So that's a problem. Iron deposit here. Definitely not keeping the train supplied. Another copper deposit running down as well. We're going to have a serious materials crisis, I feel, because the resource generation settings have changed so drastically that we have to go so much further to get materials. It's going to be a real nightmare to do, but we can do it. There'll just be a brief period where suddenly I have very little in the way of ore, I feel, and then I'll very quickly do something about that. We have our oil outpost, which seems to be in some kind of issue right now. I'm not sure quite what it is. Oil is maxed. So I think it's just the refinery rate, and also slightly the cracking rate. Specifically from heavy to light oil. We don't seem to be keeping up with it. But yeah, we are... These are all running full pelt, and it's not enough. So that's the problem with plastic. We can do something about that. We're in our logistics network already. Then we have our nuclear power station. Ah, yes, they changed the thing. The pipes, they've changed how they look. They now glow with heat, so you can tell at a glance if heat is getting all the way to the end of the system. And indeed it is. Everything is running absolutely fine here. Good to see. There we go. It's all working. Fun thing about these is that once they're heated, heat pipes never lose heat unless it's taken somewhere else. So what you could do is make a lighting system now, where you fill the world with heat pipes, connect up to a reactor, Once the reactors heats them all up to max, get rid of the reactor, clear out all the pipes you don't want, and all the remaining pipes will operate as lamps. They do glow at night. It's a dumb idea, but you could totally do it. It'll be very good for signs now. We can make glowing signs. Oh yeah, there's our artillery train for helping expand our frontiers. Very important now. Uranium processing is, of course, shut down because there's none left. In fact, we might have to... Oh, yeah. We've actually run through, yeah, all of our supplies here from making ammo. We can't make any more unless we dip into more of our supply. Yeah, we're gonna have a power issue, I feel. This isn't... I mean, it's gonna last a long time, actually. Maybe we'll be fine. It's actually the amount of 238 I'm more worried about than 235. Looking at it, we got 2,000 of that, we got 10,000 of that. That's not the right ratio. I made too much of this. But I didn't have a proper system for determining the ratio, so... It is what it is. Oh wow, that's still a Mark II. Should upgrade that. Oh, we will get some of the fuel back, but not a ton. So yeah, some will be recycled. That'll help us out. But yeah, slowly but surely, our uranium is going to deplete. And we can't really do uranium-based production of stuff like ammo now, if we want to keep our supply solid. Because we'll just blast through it if we use it to make bullets. Oh dear. Okay, anyway, here is our facility for producing explosives, tank shells, and most importantly, artillery shells. I mean, I think basically the tank shells are to make the artillery shells. And yeah, that's going to keep the artillery train supplied. Then we have our main area. We got our sign. There's me. Got our coal and stone delivery set up there. And then we've got a bunch of steel production that's kind of... I just chucked it here because I needed some. I don't know if it's a good system. I mean, it isn't because there's no iron for it anymore. Got a big iron shortage that's causing all sorts of issues around here. Concrete production as well. Then we've got our giant smeltery area for making a bit of copper and iron. This is going to get torn down soon. Maybe not this stream, but at least by next stream I think we'll have like started building its replacement at least. I don't want to commit to actually tearing this down because it's important to always commit to always make sure you have a solution to your problem before committing to starting the problem. Shouldn't make political references here. And then here's our main bus where we have all of the production. It's worked out quite well so far. I worked out kind of important ratios and stuff to have, and it seems to have served me well. We've managed to keep up with things going along towards the end. And yeah, we've got all the kinds of signs being made here, and we are launching rockets. I forget if we've got this automated yet. Yeah, we've launched 4 rockets. This must be going automatically. Let's see how it's going. It's currently missing low-density structure. That was one of the issues we were having at the end of last stream. We need way more low-density structure production. We need 42 assemblers making it. We have 20. I feel like I had a plan for it, but I don't for the life of me remember what that plan was. So I think it was build it along here, but I don't know how I'll do that. That'll be a challenge for later. Right now we've got shortages of stuff anyway. That said, this is working fine. Oh, but it's running off steel, and I feel like steel is... Yeah, steel's depleting, pretty sure. It looks like it. Yeah, so there's no point upgrading it. It will only just... It'll just burn through the steel and then be running same speed as always. Yeah, so, over here we have our old defunct steel smeltery. Doesn't do anything anymore, so nothing much to say there. And then way out to the east, loads of railway. Empty wilderness, nothing even to mine. There's the biome change. Our defensive wall on the east. And some biters, and more biters, and more biters, and stone deposits, because so far the only thing we found when exploring is more stone deposits, which we don't need. We don't need stone. Oh, I keep randomly clicking, and I shouldn't be doing that. There are little bits of... I mean, yeah, that's nearly 1 million iron there in a concentrated spot, so... There's some backup supplies. Yeah, there's another 1 million copper there, basically. We've got something, but we need more. It's a problem. But look at that. Gap into pollution. Or it starts up again. Cool. Meanwhile, the pollution here barely gets past our actual facilities because they're all shut down and dead now. Plan was to build it along the rails. What, in the rails, or...? What do you mean? Oh, can I move the cup? Yeah, I can move the cup. I think it needs to be... sit it right down there. Oh, and then I gotta... The annoying thing about OBS is that once you've selected something, it stays highlighted, and I hate there being a random big red box in the middle of my my preview window. So I have to get rid of it. Oh, we got an attack. Should be fine. We've got uranium ammo defending there. No sign of an actual solid victory on their part or anything. With how long it took to find the one uranium deposit and the generation changes you talked about, finding more might suck. True. We've got time, I think. We do have time to do it, and I think at a certain point we can really get up to speed with expanding. We can definitely explore fast if we need to. The interesting thing then will be getting like the train will have to travel so far to deliver the uranium. It'll be ridiculous. But if we find another uranium deposit, I will totally set up uranium fuel production and then run all of our trains off that. Then they'll go crazy fast, which will be nice. What are we up to with research right now? We're doing robot speed? Why are we doing that? I guess it's something we kind of need. Yeah, the ribbon is so long that bots need to be able to go fast to get around. I guess it makes sense. I'm picking up what old me's putting down. Right, we need some more refineries. So let's do that. That's an easy problem to fix. I can just do that in a minute. Also grab a couple of extra chemical plants. And we'll need pipes. We may have enough pipes already, actually. First stream and I catch it just as it starts. Just had to move across the world for it. Welcome to my time zone, Uruz. And yeah, I know you're probably not in my actual time zone. I mean my mental time zone, where my brain sleeps, which is somewhere in the Pacific Ocean right now. It's definitely reached the west coast of the US and just kept on going. It's in parts of Russia now, actually, probably. I think my brain now, like my circadian rhythm is on holiday in Russia. Having a lovely time. Bit chilly, but always been a fan of that. My circadian rhythm really does like to venture around the world. It loves to see the sights, go so many different places. But visiting the US and then traveling, going on boating trips out into the Pacific, definitely its favorite place to go on holiday there. All right, here we are, and we got to work out how to fit this in with everything else because we've got other pipes going on here. I'm wondering how much I can compress this. Not that there's not plenty of space, to be fair. But one day, we're probably going to have like a second reactor array, so that'll fill up this space here. And then there's less room. There's still a lot of room, to be fair. Maybe I just flip it and send it off sideways. Let's see, where's the top tile? Okay, yeah, it's this one. That probably makes some sense, actually. I was trying to avoid it, but I think all the oil fancy gubbins is going to happen on this side, and that's fine. We're good with that. I don't think that's going to change. So with this side, we can just expand our refinery production that way. I might even flip around what we have so far, just to get it out of the way, because it has been causing a bit of trouble. We could potentially do more with trains if it's not quite so in the way. That's the thing, actually. The train capacity is the issue, because we're already using this as a queuing area. If we want to make another queuing area for this station, which really we want to, we're going to move this one up to over here, and then we're running out of room, and it starts to become a problem. That's another thing. I probably want a queuing area here, and I've kind of put a big ol' big ol' array here that means that doesn't work. I go around the world in 80 sleeps. I don't do a hard reset of my sleep that often. I can often rein it in for a while and kind of get on top of it before it gets away from me again. So it really just takes lots of holidays to the US, hangs around there for a very long time, and then finally gets dragged back home for a little while before leaving again. But every now and then it does go on a trip around the world, like maybe once a year. A 24.5-hour rhythm, yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, I basically, it's like I live on Mars time. The Martian day is 25 hours long. If I lived on Mars, it'd be perfect. I would sleep at the right times. It'd be lovely. What I instead do is sleep like I'm on Mars for like a week and a half, and then suddenly have like a 12-hour day. And yeah, it's a mess. It's a whole mess. And yeah, right now I keep missing all the Saturday streams because they're at 2 p.m. and I wake up after 2 p.m. by a long shot right now. Barely make it up in time for Roll For It right now. Gonna try and work on that. Some cool games coming up that we're gonna be playing on Saturdays, so I wanna get back to that if I can. And I do like Blackout Club. And I wish I was there, but I keep messing it up for myself. Okay, let's build some refineries. Getting distracted. Sleepers for the weak, yes, and I am weak. Right, so we want it to be like that. And then like here. And even we could start there. Oh, gotta leave gaps. All these trees around here are so very dead. They've been through a hell of a time. Poor things. Paste this all across them. And the water goes in here. Oh good, and we can still walk along the top here. That's good. Useful. How's the oil gonna get here? Oh, there's some right there. That's fine then. Just make sure this is all connected up. I'm gonna move this down to there. That allows us to put this in without it mingling and causing catastrophic trouble. Right, that's the inputs provided. Just got to do the outputs. That's one problem. How we get this over there. At least once we worked it out, we never have to work it out again. Pretty sure. Look. Okay. Actually, that did use up quite a lot of my pipes. We still have some. This is actually quite an issue. I think if we want to have them facing this way now, we are going to have to clear out these ones here. Just so we can get the pipes through. I believe that these can just hop the gap if I remove the middle ones and then just run those in, connect them up normally. We don't even need to clear. You can just clear out this one. Hook these up to these. They are reversed, which is going to make it interesting, but I can do that. This does work. Okay. Yep. Gonna clear you out, clear you out. These still connect. That's all fine. And you are gonna run through the supply you have and shut down. You can also make your week 6 days long and smear one day across it, getting a 28-hour cycle. I did see the XKCD comic about that, and I was like, maybe I should give that a shot. But he does have a disclaimer that you will go mad, and I'm like, that's probably true. The issue with a schedule like that is that if there are schedules of other people you have to fit to, then it's gonna be a real issue. He did make it work around a normal work life, I believe. He did make it so that during the week you could make 9 to 5 hours. But A, that's not what I need to make. And B, no one's ever going to know when they can actually get hold of me. At least people have a rough idea right now of, like, is it the evening or the early hours of the morning? Yes, you can get hold of me. It's not the best of systems, but it is a system. Okay, this is what I'm thinking for a setup. Just have them pop out. Oh no, that doesn't work. Gotta have this one first. You appear there. Hop this way. I guess I could rearrange these, but that's got its own set of problems. There we go. Then this can go there. And do a hop into there. And why do I have one pipe? Why do I have a single underground pipe? How did this happen? What did I do? Oh god. Oh, it's here. It's right here. Everything's fine. Nobody panic. It's under control. Fixed it. Okay, let's get these powered. Yeah. Oh, no, that didn't work. There. And they're running, and presumably they'll be able to operate as normal. Man, this is a small price to pay for plus 4 hours a day. But is it actually plus 4 hours a day? Because you're gonna, like, if you're getting less sleep, you're going to be more tired, most likely. Or you're just gonna end up getting a bit more sleep that then mostly uses up the extra sleep you earned yourself. And yeah, we don't actually have enough pipes. Almost. There. 15 of these now running. Compared to the original 10. So we'll see if that makes a difference. We might need a bit more of a push to actually boost it as much as it needs to be. Oh, this water pipe goes out here. That's a choice that I made. Huh. I mean, it can't go out the one before because that's the lubricant pipe. Oh dear. Guess we hop at 2 before? And maybe we can work around it anyway. Okay, let's put these down because we need to sort out some extra cracking. We're not cracking fast enough. So we gotta put these in. And yeah, well, it doesn't even let me do it because this pipe is here. So, yeah, this doesn't work. I mean, I guess I can just have it sidestep out here. Gotta make a bunch more pipes. Come on! Takes long to craft these. It's only 0.5 seconds per, but it adds up. I really should have just hit the button 5 times instead of crafting 5 in one go. Right, now it can work again. We'll do a side step upwards. Don't know how far upwards we want to go. Can this operate here? No, this has to go. Move it way up. Here's good enough. Clear that out. And then put this... Hang on, no. I'm going to give them the recipes because I'm having a brain fart here. Okay, this needs to go here. This needs to go here, and we need another one here, and then we need one more connection. I'll just make it pipes. There. Then we have water for everything again. Oh yeah, they changed the chemical plants. I forgot. They updated them. Look. Look at all this swirling. There's liquid swirling in there and all sorts. And I don't know this earlier. They're spewing out coloured smoke now, based on the recipe they have. Yeah, that was another thing, the update. I was trying to remember because there was something else other than the change to heat pipes, and I just couldn't for the life of me think what it was, but it's the chemical plants. They now look way cooler, and importantly, way easier to tell if they're running or not. Because the big issue with the old ones was that the symbols of what they were making were often over the top of the thing that was animated when it moved. Now you got the big smoke spewing out the top as well as the swirling going on inside. I also like that the swirling is the components, and the smoke is the stuff coming out. That's neat. So yeah, we can see over here, these are empty, clean, ready to operate. And then some of them down at the end here should run at times, presumably. I would think. No, there's a problem. The water. Oh, I didn't connect this up here. Boop. There they all go. So, oh yeah, so the stuff swirling inside is purple, because purple's the actual colour of the petroleum gas, I believe. And then the smoke is the colour of light oil. That's a lovely touch. That's nice. Yeah, purple is the colour of the... Wait, no, this is opposite. Oh no, it's burning the light oil to make the petroleum gas then. Okay, that makes sense too. It's that way around. So then the product here is plastic coloured because it's the plastic production. Okay. And the smoke is kind of a dark purple? Maybe just it's just purple? It's like it's darker, these aren't dark. Yeah, that's cool. All the different colours now. It goes to show they're getting ready for launch, whenever that might be. Yep, they're working towards it. Next summer? It's been next summer for so many years. I think maybe this time they're aiming for, like, earlier than summer, like this year, that kind of thing. It's taken them forever, but they're getting there. Oh, and yeah, here's the bright yellow. Yeah, there we go. So the burning is the products, because you can see it's got a core of yellow. I see. Yeah, why does it have a core of yellow? I wonder what this I wonder if it's an auto-generated color scheming system, or if they're custom made for each recipe. Because there's a purple outline to the smoke, and that's the petroleum gas. But there's a yellow core. So is that the sulfur? Because the sulfur's being made. So is that like purple and yellow to show the shift? Because I imagine the water isn't contributing the yellow. You know, analyzing the smoke of chemical plants, because why not? Oh, I wonder if we'll get... we are making electric engines for some of the science, but slowly, so we might not actually see this run. Way to make this work is to just steal a bunch of blue belts off somewhere. We could induce it, we could... Oh yeah, this thing still needs to be upgraded. Let's order a bunch of upgrading. They'll set off the system and we can watch what color it is. Science. Upgrade. Is there anything else that needs upgrading, or is there just that one section that I hadn't switched over? Oh, there's over here as well. Okay, this all looks good to go. Boop. This section here. Boop. And this here. Boop. That's probably everything. There it goes. Yeah, so there we go. The product makes the color of the swirl, and then what's being burned makes the color of the smoke. There's some weird exceptions, it seems, but it's totally what it is here. Cool. Yeah, the modding of the color would be of interest. Like, what can you do with that? I imagine there's a few neat things modders could achieve with this colored smoke system. Now what we need is for someone to make a TV using the smoke, because it's different colors. You could make an RGB TV, probably. Like, we've got red, definitely covered. There's yellow. I don't know if there's any actual green smoke, though. There's green swirling, so maybe that could be you. I don't know. I'm sure there's wacky things that can be done. Right, let's actually... Now we've given the... this was all a clever ploy. This is me giving time for the system to balance out to its new order. Let's see how it's looking. Light oil, definitely improved. Petroleum gas, not. In fact, we're behind on cracking. Could be my fault for accidentally cutting off the water supply for a while. There's also an issue that we may be struggling to maintain the water supply, because there's so many things running off one tank now. It seems like it's holding up, but you can see it's not at full. Most definitely it isn't at full. Yeah, the water system over there, looking fine actually, but it could be that we've just had a visit and it's going to take a while for the next one to turn up. Just go keep an eye on this. See how much it drops before delivery arrives. Factorio challenge idea. Build a base with no underground pipes and belts. So here's the thing. The original demo for Factorio, way back in the day, there's still videos of me playing somewhere, they didn't give you underground belts. And what I realized with this is that it becomes damn near impossible to scale up the game if you don't have that. You have to have a way of jumping belts, but there is a way using inserters. A long-armed inserter obviously can jump over a belt with ease. However, the demo also didn't give you access to those. You only had standard inserters. So, with standard inserters and no underground belts, how do you get two belts to cross over each other? And there was actually a way, because what you could do is have an inserter, like have a gap in a belt, fill it with an inserter that takes things from one belt and puts it on the next, so basically continues the operation of the belt, but then the space occupied by the inserter could have items placed on it. So then you would have another pair of inserters. They would place an item on that inserter, on the base of that inserter, and another inserter could pick that up off of that, and that was how you would cross over. It was a mess. I remember, I think I worked out a quicker way of doing it, that that was able to like make maybe a yellow belt crossover or something, because I'd only had the demo for a short while, and then I'm like, what am I doing? I need to buy this game immediately, and the rest is history. But yeah, there was actually a way of doing it. It was just a nightmare. So yeah, you could do that by bodging it and making belts cross over each other anyway, just with extreme difficulty. I'm not doing that challenge, because getting to a rocket with that, oh god. The horror. Be such a mess. Be nice not to press Alt. Suppose this is a step towards that. That's a good point. This is the first time that without the Alt key, you can still see what a recipe is doing. Or at least vaguely. Like, there are probably some where the colors are the same, so it's hard to tell. I mean, they might have deliberately made it so the colors are always, like, different. Yeah, this one is all just the light oil colors. Though it seems like a grayer one there, maybe, to indicate it getting close to solid fuel. Or maybe that's just how it looks inside the window. Yeah. I'm still going to keep Alt on all the time, just makes sense. That's the point, you can cross belts using splitters. Good point, yeah. That makes it actually not that bad at all. You can even have a main bus with that challenge, just using splitters to swap the belts over repeatedly. Like a small roundabout? You wouldn't need a roundabout for it. You just need to use the filters. And, like, I've seen main buses that do that, where every time something is required, they just reshuffle the belts on the bus. Not a terrible idea, because over time going down the bus, things that aren't used often will be shuffled off to one end, and things that are used often will always stay close to the end that needs them. So it's a way of, like, naturally determining what is the most required item on a main bus. instead of just guessing and trying to build around that. At some point, I think I will actually try building a bus like that. It's got its problems, most definitely, but I think it would be cool. So I think one day I'll build one just to have one and watch it operate when it's complete. It'll be neat. Smart inserters. I mean, well, smart inserters wouldn't make. Okay, yeah, I guess you could sushi belt it and use smart inserters, that kind of thing. Put it on the belt, take it off the belt, but that's not that different from just using an inserter to send it over the top of the belt without it ever being on the belt in the first place. Oil. Oil would be the issue. Making oil work without underground pipes would be hell. It really would. Jeez. Yep. The amount of underground pipes I need just for my system to function. How you couldn't do an array like this without underground pipes. I keep saying belts, I think, but I mean pipes. You couldn't make this. I don't know what system you would be able to make without underground. But you wouldn't be able to make a system. I don't know that it could be done on any sort of large scale. Holy crap! Because yeah, there's no bodge for that. You can't work your way around not having underground pipes. Oh dear. Yeah, I would never do that. I would never even try. That's not fun. Nope. Why is this here? I'm gonna get rid of this. Was this our original wall? I feel like it might have been. Or it was a marker for something. I don't really know. I'm just gonna clear it because I don't know what it means anymore, so it's irrelevant having it still be there. Okay, seems like we're actually catching up with the cracking. Not great though. I think I just need to give it a little bit of an edge. Stick another 2 chemical plants on the end of it, and that'll make the difference. Oh no, I don't need any more undergrounds. I actually have some already. Normal pipes, on the other hand, need a few of those. Plastic's still not going quick enough. Hang on, if I look away, I look back. For a second I thought the animation was like starting up when I first looked at them, but I think that was just me. It was just a trick of the light. There's no light. You know what I mean. Yeah, they do seem all to be running actually. We straight up need more chemical plants making the plastic. Okay. Could do that too. Right. You also, let's actually get those being crafted while I'm doing this, because that makes sense. How many more do we want? We currently got 10 doing it. Go up to 12. Let's go up to 16. Give it a push. We'll need more of everything else, but that's okay. And then we gotta wait to actually have the pipes we need to finish it off. Priceless Ribbonworld historical landmarks. I made those landmarks. They can't be historical if I built them. There we go. And connected to everything else. Boop. And then loads of these. Gonna have to actually do some rearranging of our belts, possibly, to make this fit. Put the spare pipes there, why not? And then we need yeah, none of this needs to be this soon. Why does this belt even come this way? Oh, oops. Yeah, let's just make all of this processing happen at the very end of the line. We can do better. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. There. And you hop over, do a shimmy. I don't know why I deconstructed that. I need to rebuild it immediately. Connect that up and that's all going again. Oh, I haven't done this right. Hang on, no, break this again. I need to move this up a smidge. Now it just looks ridiculous. Right, belt coming down here. Going in there. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll have this be underground at the end. Let's just have it be underground for the minimum distance. We'll not faff about. There. There. Now it's extendable even more than we need to. Later on when we want to add even more, we can do that with ease. Add a power poles. Make a bunch more. Alright, extra plastic production going. And it looks like we don't have issues with belt saturation yet, so we don't have to mess about there. That's all fine. Now we have more plastic. Solid chunk more, almost double. Not really. More than 50%. 60% added. I don't know why I didn't just give the actual number. 60%, and looks like heavy oil is on the way to catching up with light oil again, so that's all fine. I imagine asking tons of blue belts to be made probably really helped out that process. So that might still be a problem in future. How's the oil supply? Holding up fine. Good to see. Alright, everything's okay. Admittedly, I don't know if this is going to hold long term. Do we have a oil delivery thing? No, I don't think we do actually. We just have the oil here. Yeah, we don't actually have oil being delivered from elsewhere yet. For some reason I thought we did. But yeah, this is still holding up okay. Which is good, because it's a pain once we actually have to deliver the oil. And we'll need a queuing area coming from the other direction, which we can't do because I put this here. Why did I put this here? What was I thinking? I suppose it is true that that historical wall that I destroyed is maybe multiple years old. But still. Okay, I don't know if that's what you were going for when you mentioned it, but you just said something about pipes and trains. And I realized that might be the key to making an oil system work without underground pipes. Because you could have the pipe switch over using a train by having certain pumps activate and deactivate to allow different liquids to travel through and therefore cross over. So yeah, you basically have a section of rail, a wagon, 3 pipes going in, 3 pipes coming out, and then you have a circuit-based system that says depending on demand on the pipes leading out, you activate certain pipes leading in, but only, of course, if the wagon is empty. So you pump one thing through the wagon, then when there's enough of it, you stop, and then when that's drained, you pump the next thing through, and that way you can swap around as needed 3 different pipes, and then you can just have as many pipes as you need. Then you make a big long line of all the pipes you got, and then, like... and then wagon switchboards to swap around all of the different fluids. And through use of, you'd need like a couple of rows of them. So yeah, you basically get a row of like 3 rails, each one with like a 3 long train, which is just 3 fluid wagons. Then you have them shifted from one to the next between each other, and the pipes just run through them all, and then you have them activate and deactivate as the demands dictate. And then at the top you just have water. Because water's the thing you need ridiculous amounts of. Everything else you don't need in huge quantities. Oil a little bit. Yeah, you could make that work. It'd be the most ridiculous thing, but you could make that work. Oh god. Does that work after the fluid box update thingy? I believe so. Like, the main issue with the system is fully draining the wagon of the previous liquid before adding the next one. But I think that won't happen. Like, already the pumps won't actually pump anything in till the wagon is empty. The pumping out is more dangerous. It could end up pumping out the wrong content, so you've got to watch what pump is activated. It would require some wiring. You'd have to make some kind of setup that activate, like, it like calculates the demand between them, but then only activates when certain conditions are met, like the wagon is empty, that kind of thing. And limitations on how much can be pumped in, so that there's time for it to switch to something else. But it could be done. Oh, barrels. Barrels is... okay, yeah, you could just use barrels. That is all... that's... I mean, that's cheating, right? No, I guess, yeah. If with the belts being a problem as well, you would need some kind of sushi fluid barrel setup for delivering the oil around the... oh, God, why am I thinking about it? The more I think about it, the more I want to just build a proof of concept, and that's a slippery slope. Why have you done this to me? But I like that you do appreciate, yeah, train switch box, way more cool. I believe Stejo tried and the emptying didn't work. Oh, okay. I could maybe have a look at it. Yeah, I'll have to test out how emptying fluids works, because I know that as a tank gets emptier and emptier, it gets slower and slower to drain the last bits out of it. It's a massive pain. Oh yeah, I was checking on water. Seems to be fine. It looks like it didn't fill, it didn't empty before the train turned up, so that's a good sign. Is the train draining fully each time though? Because if it is, that's a problem. That tank's completely drained. Oh, that drained quickly. Okay, maybe it's not a problem. That tank didn't finish draining. It didn't refill the system. That's a problem. I think it's got to have a longer wait time. Give it 25 seconds, just a little bit more. Yeah, because I think we might actually have a water crisis on the way. The extra facilities we've added have meant a higher consumption of water, meaning the train is no longer able to maintain the necessary throughput. That's a thing. I appreciate your apology, Frofty, for giving me this terrible, terrible idea. I may have to give it a look. Oh no. Oh no. What have you done to me? Oh, the coal. It's borked. This is the problem. You upgrade one thing, the entire supply chain leading up to that thing breaks. Welcome to Factorio. I think this is the coal delivery system here, and yeah, these are filling. That's the train. Yeah, there we go. Are you full? Oh, you are. Okay. More capacity. presumably is the actual issue. Oh, it could be the unloading rate. There's only... Well, there are stack inserters, though. Surely that's enough. Let's find out. Maybe the logistics network comes out this far. We're all coming to say hi. I was actually so just outside it that whole time. Okay, the queuing time doesn't help here. What is this doing? Literally just waiting 20 seconds. Might be worth removing that. Or, like, limiting that wait time a little bit more. Okay. Train turns up. Coal goes in. How much coal? All of it. Yep. The problem was the capacity of the train. Meanwhile, over here, how's plastic looking? This is filled. So we may have fixed the plastic issue, or we might need to increase the capacity for plastic. One of those two, we'll find out which. I wonder if you missed... Yeah, lots of rambling. Oh, why did you just lose the game out of Allport? We were doing so well. Now I've lost the game. God damn it. Why would you do this to me? This is going to manage to fill fully before it goes. Yep, nice. Why not make the wait time 27 seconds? I must have worked this out with some particular ratio. Was that... Oh, is it plastic? Was it the plastic unloading rate? Took exactly 27 seconds. I love that there's a random train with such a specific wait time on it. Yeah, fully filled with coal. That means twice as much coal. We've just doubled the throughput of that train in terms of coal. That should work. That should about do it. Also, yeah, plastic supply is fixed. So that is working now. We may have issues with water brewing, but the plastic is fixed. Let's see, where's the water train right now? Only just... Yeah, it's on its way. Queuing system operating well, keeping things moving. Except that train there, but that's just a necessary issue with the system. Here's a thought. For a couple of key stations that are right in the middle of the system, and therefore see the most traffic passing by them, and therefore disrupt the most traffic when leaving and entering the station. Entering's fine, because it's quick. Leaving's not fine, because it's slow. Trains have to wait a while, because it takes so long for the train to get up to speed as it leaves. I can fix that with some better fuel. But also, what if I added a run-up section to the track, so as the train leaves, it has time to gain speed and build up enough momentum that it can blast out of the station and trains aren't going to have to wait for it as long. Basically like merging onto a motorway. I probably will never do this because it would be a massive redesign to the stations and take up way more space, but it's an interesting hypothetical. Also, let's check. Water seems to be okay. I think it's maybe building up again, but it's close. Definitely gonna be a problem immediately if we had any more demand for water. Also, thank you very much, Andyman564, for those 2 Canadian dollars. Good evening from Canada. Thank you very much, Andyman. Very much appreciate it. I'm sorry I missed them going in the cup. I assume it was cool. Did they all make it? Have the copper coin survived? I'm noticing that the coal situation isn't actually fixed. It is running down every time, so that's a thing. These things are just unloading non-stop for a while, then the coal does build up. But it makes very little difference to the actual unloading rate of the chests. How are they holding up? Oh, they're all about to die at the same time. Is that the coal delivery? No, there's another train to visit before coal delivery gets back. Also, water looking way better now. Okay, that's more like it. Coal is alive, but only just... Okay, coal delivery here. Is it going to be in time? Down to the last 2 chests. I was just waiting for this guy to sit here for 20 seconds. I'm going to cut this down to 15. I don't know what it even does. Delivers solid fuel. What was the other thing? Lubricant. Yeah, doesn't need to... That's fine. Yep, so this started running down, but the supply caught up with it again. It didn't actually get to the point where it ran all the way to the machines. The machines are still running full speed. I think this is building up just very slowly, and it's very just on the line. Like the timing has to be perfect, or it gets behind, kind of thing. Now this train is just waiting here. It's not doing anything. So I'm going to add inactivity for 5 seconds to the oil base. Get it out of there. Means it spends more time on tracks, which is going to get in the way of the trains more, but it needs to do that to clear out the station for other trains. So, that's the thing. I know the wooden chest. I don't think it's making a difference. I should switch him to steel, but I'm not there, so I can't be bothered now. I'm over here. Okay, there's an iron crisis. I think the plastic is good now, so we'll go see what that's like. I imagine atrocious at this point, because it's only going to be getting worse over time. How's the factory looking? I mean, there is iron. Oh, there was when I looked. Now it's gone. The iron is gone now. Oh yeah, that's bad. Yep, that is bad. Is there a train coming? Apparently not. Who needs iron anyway? There it is. Is it fully loaded? Oh, get my buttons mixed up. Let me have a look. No, I don't think it was. I think it's like that outpost is running full pelt with the miners, so... Well, there is another one. How's this looking? Oh, nowhere near fully loaded. Yeah, okay, so the big deposit and the small deposit currently arriving at the same time, which is not good. Also just sat here. Hey, they just wait for 10 seconds at the bus before leaving. I guess that's fine. 10 seconds isn't going to make a difference, especially if the trains aren't being filled every time. But yeah, there's a huge empty section on the iron belts. I don't even know which belt is the iron belt this far. There it is. It is still here. Yeah, it gets to here and... Oh, that's circuits. Hang on. Oh yeah, it all becomes circuits. There's only... Yeah, okay, the circuits are the thing that are suffering. That we don't need much iron for anything else, really. It's all about the circuits. So yeah, circuit belt just doesn't have anything on it for most of the bus. Great. Who needs processing units? I wonder, how are our... Are these looking alright? I think we want to start using modules soon. The thing about modules is that they give you more efficiency, but they also... cost a bunch to make. So, you lose all that efficiency immediately in making the next one. And it takes ages for it to be worth it. Obviously, it will be worth it eventually no matter what, because it's a permanent productivity bonus. I'm talking about productivity because that's the important one in this kind of thing. Yeah, at some point, spamming productivity everywhere is definitely on the cards. It would really help with our ore supply. That's another thing. Mining productivity. We gotta go ham on that. That's really important this time. I could also do, though, with some more artillery range. We've already got one range thing on it, actually. That's good. I'm thinking I'm gonna stick a mining productivity in as the next one. Because that's just more ore, and we need every bit of ore we can get. Productivity on the miners, maybe even, just right at the source. Not a terrible idea. Shall I do that? That seems like a plan. The big issue is they'll mine slower. We'll get an even slower ore rate. It'll just be that the deposit lasts longer before runs out, so it's kind of a problem. We'll have even less iron. We have to find more iron. That's what we have to do. Before we even relocate the smeltery, we've got to find more iron, because it's only going to make our life worse if we don't. Yep, let's do it. I'm going to go get the artillery train. And we're going to do this. What do we need? What do we not need? I've got too much stuff here. I'll make some more pipes in case it comes up. Find an oil place. I do have some productivity on me, actually. Oh, and loads of speed modules. What did I use these for again? Why do I have so many of these? What was I boosting? I genuinely can't think what I needed to make go stupidly fast. But there was definitely some big array of something that I was like, make it all speedy. Huh. Right, now we need ridiculous amounts of rails. First of all, let's request any, because apparently we're not. There really should be. 200 rails. And then I'm going to go over to the rail production. To grab a bunch for myself too. These bots go all over the shop. Don't even know what they're trying to do. Presumably some of them are trying to deliver me rails. Oh, are we even storing them? I don't think we are. Huh. Well, let's fix that. We'll make it a normal filter inserted. We don't want to just eat all of these because they are meant to be for science. Oh, hello. Oh no, we are storing them just over there. Derp. Oh, now I've made this random... Get rid of that. Don't want it. Okay, they are over here, and I have the same idea. Oh, I made a buffer. Yeah, I'm being smart. Doing a smart. So smart. I was boosting miners to clear path for the bus. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the big deposits that were in the way of the main bus, of course. Right, all of this, please. We'll need it. Power poles. Just gonna make them. Oh, I forgot they need iron rods. No! Ah! I hate iron rods. Ah, stop. The worst. Yeah, that's why I have the storage right here. Also, do I want to... I need more ammo, that's the thing. But... I can't make the good stuff anymore. I can't make the uranium ammo. Admittedly, there is already some at the wall out there, so we could just cannibalize that when the time comes. Also, I notice the need for few level 1 speed modules just to get us back up to 50 assemblers. Put those back again. And I'm going to try and dump these in here because I don't need them. And the rest of the space can be for wood because this may not be enough. Laser turrets. We should get some laser turrets. I don't know why I have 200 steel boxes. Should probably get rid of some of those. But yeah, I'm feeling laser turrets. I think we should make some. For the advance. They're easier to set up in a pinch. Especially with the artillery train. I've got something in mind for how we can make this work nicely. This playthrough reminds me of every time I played Space Engineers with friends. The thing we need is stored somewhere in one of our bases. But where? Yep. Yeah, that's Space Engineers. I'm just going to make all the laser turrets I can, and then I'll maybe get delivered stuff to make more. No, I'm not being delivered batteries. Let's request them. Batteries. I believe the stack size is 200. So we'll go with that. What else does it need? Steel, which we are being delivered, but maybe there's not any around. Yeah, they're here. They're just taking forever. Oh god, Space Engineers, I've been thinking about that again. Yeah, Space Engineers is good. My kilometer-sized survival battleship demands attention. Oh no. Oh god, why? I've tried making capital ships before. I never finish them and get them to a flyable state before I get bored of Space Engineers and leave. Though actually, I think next time I play Space Engineers, I'll restart the save I had last, because I had that pretty well set up so I can remember what the hell I'm doing. Just gonna set these crafts going and let them happen while I'm on my way out into the wilderness. Where's my power suit? Okay, well shielded, so direct combat with biters is an option. Why didn't I get resupplied with everything I need? Oh, the batteries. We probably run out of them. Let's see, what's the production look like? Here it is. Oh! I'm not storing them. I've never stored them. All of those batteries I just picked up to make these were batteries I picked up by accident and dumped in the network. Neat. Okay, let's make a storage. Oh, now I need the filter inserter again. God damn it. And I can't craft one because I'm waiting for 1,000,000 laser turrets to be made. Bots! Bots, deliver me that one thing I asked for earlier. I got rid of earlier. Bots! Thank you. And back over we go. Oh no. Oh no, I need to provide a chest. Is there one in the network? I feel like there isn't. I can't even check because I can't see enough of the network. Annoying thing about it, you can never like see the whole list. I know I've got one storage chest. It's not quite what I want. Okay. Cancel the crafts. Craft one of those. Reinstate all the crafts. Nope. Never mind. Okay, that's 25 we're at. Okay, good. There's the batteries. That's annoying. There, powered. Why am I... This doesn't need to be a filter inserted. What am I doing with my life? Why am I such a derp? Someone please explain. Get back in the system. Oh no, why did this all get dumped? No, come back. I need this. God damn it. That's why I couldn't craft everything I wanted to craft, because it all went in my trash slots because there was too much of it. Do I want to build a capital ship? Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh, they put ladders back in Space Engineers. I'm in. I'm so in. Thank God. Why do they ever take them out? Oh, they're just as bad as you... Listen, if they function as ladders, I'm happy. If you can use them to go upwards, vaguely, that's fine. Let's build a Titan-class ship with an Emperor-class Titan in it. Oh god, no. Bentham gets me. Yep, right. Oh, look, batteries! And they're being made with the stuffs. Okay, so sulfuric acid, yellowish. Batteries, same color as copper, apparently. Kind of chrome orange looking thing. Sure, why not? Pinkish orange. Where are we at with laser turrets? Boop boop. I want to make 50. I just want to make a stack of them, and then I have a stack of them. That seems like a good plan. I've got an idea, you see. I was going to make some new walls. Am I requesting stone brick? No, let's request stone brick. And then work out where we can put a storage system for stone brick. Where do we even have that? We've only got stone on the main bus. We craft it over here. Like I said, where do we have that? I'm right next to it. Literally, it's right here. Oh, you know what? Cancel that, because there's literally walls. I can just pick up the walls. Oh, and there are some bricks to deliver me anyway, so that's okay. I think we're good. I'm going to stop at 150. I think that's more than enough from my plan. Doop doop. That's 50 being crafted. Deliver me the remaining things and we'll be on our way. Hold on, reading messages. Okay, let's go. On the quest. Oh yeah, I am making this. I forgot I actually was making some nuclear fuel. Grab a bit of it. Can always chuck it in a vehicle that I want to go fast. Speed. I've got bots are going nuts out here. Oh, it's because of the iron, yeah. Still not enough, I think. Wait, no, it's actually looking okay. Why is it looking okay? It's not. It just seemed like it is for a second. Hang on. Boop. Sorted. And over here. Boop. And artillery train. Fully loaded and ready to go. We got a cargo wagon full. We got 2 artillery wagons with 100 in each. I think we're okay. This'll about do. Alright, set a course. For the furthest reaches. Let's go kill some biters. Again, we spent hours getting a ship perfect to get to space. We built the start of a station in orbit and then returned to the surface for supplies. Oh, cool. That's always fun. Oh, a car. just out and about. Sure. The dude I was playing with then asks, did you make a GPS of the station because I forgot to? Oh, no. Did you find it again? The trick with that is to look at the random pixels that like to hang around. I feel like that base wasn't there before, so that's interesting. Oh, it only got 1 shot off before it's like, I'm in automatic mode and I can't do things, help. There we go. Gonna get on with it now. Hold the line, defensive wall. Oh god, some of this ammo has actually run out a fair chunk. I didn't think I'd been away from here for so long. Here they come. And minced. Not a problem. Yeah, slowly using up our ammo. And now suddenly, this ammo is in very short supply, so this is a problem. Do I have any laser defense? No, I don't. I should probably have some really, but oh well. Right, this is all going fine. I need to hop back here and move our power lines up. And then I need to start thinking about extending. Do I have a blueprint in here? Let's have a look at what I've got. Okay, I've got a small section of track. Use that. Yeah, I guess we'll go with... Oh, but it's not aligned with what I have so far. God damn it. Boop. Now it is. Oh, more biters. Is that a colonization party already? Jeez. They don't hang around. Right, steady bots. I'm just gonna go out and shoot these ones. Alright, let's keep it moving. We shouldn't have extended these out this far, because if the biters are attacked, they may go for these power lines. One thing they changed recently, really don't like, is that uranium no longer spawns on planets, which makes it extremely tedious to play on a planet. Ugh. They get hydrogen engines for power generation along with solar and wind. Batteries, it's not the same as being able to set and forget a reactor. I guess, yeah, reactors become a reward for going to orbit then. But yeah, that's not fun. I'd rather just be able to make a blooming reactor. Okay. Gonna bring us to a stop about here. Perfect. We'll take out that next base. And then I'll retreat behind the wall for a second. While they attack, and then I've got a plan. Also got to sort out radars before we forget. Alright. Dealt with. Reverse. This train does not have its own defenses. That is not yet a feature in the game. I would like a gun platform train wagon to stick a turret on, kind of thing. Oh no! Damn it! No, stop! Stop! I just built those. Stop it! Get off! Oh no, no, no! Bots, don't! Turn them off. Bots, abort. I will cover your retreat, bots. You derps. Oh, I lost 2 of them. Stop blowing it up! Stop eating my tracks! Oh, there's more of them! I'm not gonna let you have your chance this time. Oh dear, right. Re-enable. We'll go for like another half hour, 2 hour. It's the usual way of doing it. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up to like here. And I'm gonna build something. Oh, why is it firing? Who are you firing at? Oh, I moved further. I was parked at that one last time. Whoops. You blowing up? You know what? If you're gonna blow up that base, blow up the whole base. Then we've definitely got enough room to move. I'll go deal with the biters. I'll be your defensive wall train. Oh, so they went to where the train was, and when they didn't find the train there, they just attacked the tracks. I hope that they would just carry on following the train. But yeah, I guess they target a location, not a structure. Whoops. I see you milling about over there. Going for an attack or a colonization or whatever. Not having it. Right. We're ready. Park it up right there. And then we're going to build a setup here. Okay, there's some leeway on that. That's good. That'll help. I need to make a few... Oh, wow, we were just about to finish building the laser turrets right when I need them, because this is the part where I'm building laser turrets. So we'll put them right out here. I'm actually going to put them both directions. Just a wall of them there, and then a block of them here. We're not gonna hang back on this. Then we want a wall with some clearance. And then we put in the fences. And I mean, that works as a basic setup. Essentially, we just need to do that. Also, let me reload the guns, because I noticed there's a bit of capacity now. There we go. Wagon's empty. I mean, yeah, we just need power and laser turrets. How many turrets does this use? More than half a stack. It's using 30 right now. I might cut it down a bit. Like, these middle ones definitely don't need to be so crazy. Let's move these up a smidge. That way, we've got enough to make 2 of these in one go. Alright, then I could incorporate a station to help with positioning, but I don't think we need to. Yeah, the way I'll do it is blueprint this area, remove that power pole, then it can be slightly mispositioned depending on how things work out. In fact, it can be really mispositioned. Anywhere along here will technically work, because these can connect to each other, I realise. This has worked out well. Alright, and this will be my laser turret tracks. And that is a defensive blueprint for us. I'm going to stick that on there. Stick the blueprint book on there. Don't know why I didn't already have it there. And yeah, now what I'll do is deconstruct the whole thing again, because we don't need it here. Deconstructing takes more time, but that's fine. It's the constructing that is the important part. Got to be able to build one fast. Alright, and that's how we advance. And we don't give the train time to fire. Actually, yeah, hang on. I'm going to back it up a bit. Is it out of range? Nope. Back it up some more. Back it up some more. Can't let the train fire until we build a base, or until we're ready to build a base. As soon as the train fires, I have to build a base. I mean, technically I can go out and fight the biters, but this is a way to try and automate it and make sure that if I suddenly die, the whole thing doesn't go to pieces. Right, radars. Need to put some of these down. We'll be able to use the radars to build further ahead. Oh, there's some biters here. Hi there. Sorry to interrupt, but you can't be here anymore. Sorry. Okay, the radar doesn't give us that much because we very quickly just get past it anyway. I'm just gonna walk. I can then call the train over and then build the... Oh yeah, I could build the facility. I could build the defensive structure and then order the train into it remotely. That's an option. Oh, the biters are here. I got too close. Ah! No, my tracks. Okay, so we've got that far, and then let's build it right up here. Okay, can't be that far. Here. And then park right there. It'll park up, kill the biters, and they won't be able to harm it. I don't even need to do anything anymore. Oh, it's done the no path thing. Okay, I gotta make sure it's set to manual or it fires one shot. Oh, look at those lasers! Glowing in the dark, that's neat. I don't see laser turrets often. Barely ever use them. So I still remember the times when they shot little bolts, and this is still new to me that they now fire a beam. Right, it's gonna get plenty of work done here. Gonna be dangerous and build these and then run away again. Yep, some of these attack forces are a little bit bigger. Once we get to behemoths, I will probably need the use of this this defensive thing. Nice, they all got stuck on the power pole and filtered in at a lovely slow pace to make things really easy to deal with. Where's the next radar need to be made? Oh, way further up. Okay. Oh, Rick's definitely been converted to space engineers. Oh no. I've already been so terrible at managing my time, I can't add another game to be addicted to the list. I've already played through the entirety of Wargroove and done way too much stuff for the future of spaceflight in Kerbal Space Program in my spare time. That isn't really that spare. I mean, spare time doesn't exist when you're on YouTube. It's all time you could be spending doing something useful, but you're not. It's the worst. Alright. That's our work done, I do believe. Let's bring it up some more. If you get it just right, you can actually include the gates in the deconstruct order. That's nice. Just gotta grab this one. And this one. I could probably still actually order that, but it's fine. And we advance. Oh, got some cliffs coming up. Also, let's check when we need the radar. Oh, back here. Boop. Oh, hello there. Okay, there was another attack force. Hi. What a lovely bottleneck this cliff forms. Excellent. Okay, we'll stop it there. Ooh, behemoth worms. Good job, we don't even need to get near them. Yeah, how long can they fire? Not this far, so we're good. And this is where we stopped last time when we were exploring. We saw this stone and then this giant base, and we're like, we can't get past that base. We gotta go through it. Right. Laser base. Oh, do we dare push it a bit further? There's no need, let's not be. Nah, we could do it. I'm decisive, look at me. Okay, easy, easy. Uh-oh, they fired. Oh no! Oh, that's bad. Okay, you know what? We can do this. Train. Get over here now. Bots, just keep working on it. Oh, the bots are all gonna die. Just hold it together long enough for the train to wreck shop. Switch to manual. Open fire. Oh god, yeah, it gave itself a, like, go to that and then return to reactor west. That would have been bad. Oh, but it can't because no path. I shouldn't have deleted that. Now I've got to re-put that in later. Well, there's a lot of biters. Right, we dealt with the problem. We're no longer actively taking damage. Everything's fine. I should make a deconstruction plan that blacklists rails and power poles to make your base tear down quicker. Ah. I've never used the blacklisting, but yeah, I guess I could do that. Let's try this. How does this work? Ignore all filtered items. Rails. Big electric poles. And just in case it matters, trains. Okay. Is that it? Did it do it? It made it. Okay, right, I can do... Yeah, that's awesome. If I mouse over this... Yep, totally works. Nice. Good thinking, that man. Much appreciated. I've never used that feature before. I've just learned that for the first time. Good thing about artillery is that it can also be used for scouting. We can already see what's coming up. So far, it's nothing but some desert. And that's it. Well, I can finish off these last few. Come on. Get this over with. Good, and get back to building. Gotta find that iron. We just have to find some iron. Right, let's test this out. Boop. Nice. Very nice. Alright. Also, gotta check when the next radar is needed. That's not a radar. There it is. Oh, right here. Neat. So far, so good. We're running out of rails, though. Like, we're soon gonna have to go home. At this rate. Oh, base. Okay, right there. Oh yeah, we are beyond the range already. Okay. Also, I think we missed a radar we need to place right about there. Right, build the base, do the thing. We can't go that close, we will get shelled. There. Boop. Call it in. By the time it arrives, the thing will be built. There. Is it actually on its way? Yeah, it is. Okay. So even in manual mode, it will do that. Though this presumably switches it to automatic mode. Though, now it doesn't have any other jobs, it should be able to stay and do the thing. It shouldn't have a no path error. Oh, no, it has shut down. Okay, if it's an auto and it doesn't have a destination, it won't fire. It has to be in manual or auto and happy with where it is. That's annoying. Oh well, works anyway. Manual firing is best scouting mode, very true. I know I can use the manual aiming of the artillery. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoa. What are they destroying? What happened? Oh, it's just a build-up of splitters, I guess. Just managed to overwhelm things for a second. Only my bots were killed. Let's do that, actually, because I forgot. Manual firing mode. Double the range. We can actually scout a very long way with this. Oh, why did it fire two? Okay, biters, 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 more biters. Bunch of empty desert. Are you firing some more? Stop firing! Oh. It's shooting that base. It didn't know the base existed? Or the base actually didn't exist? It hadn't been spawned in yet because the map hadn't been generated. So it didn't know it needed to fire there. Or it hadn't stopped firing and I just thought it had. Okay, nothing out there. We gotta aim this just right. There. See if we can get all the tiles. Oh. Oh, nice. It's gonna scan the entire row. Coal! 12 million of it. If we were actually to find something that wasn't coal or stone, we'd be set for life. We just haven't found anything that isn't coal or stone. It's gonna preemptively spam making these extra ones. And then our shortages of stone, so I can totally, just like harvest some rocks from the area to build more. I didn't think I would need more rails than I picked up, but I was wrong. Oh, there's a bunch of stone here. Okay. Yeah, we can make another 100. We have to make all the roads for it, but sure, fine. Then we're actually running out of... Oh. I was pressing the wrong button. Yeah. You know, I'll leave that for now. Let's let it craft the 200. See how far that gets us. So I could remotely shell this base, but it will be less efficient, and we're running out of ammo. So I'm gonna let the actually, you can be more efficient. Actually, using the manual firing mode, because it's not perfect with the auto fire. Yeah, let's try manual. Then we don't have to tear down and build a new base. Just try and be efficient, take out a few things with each shot. Oh jeez, just going ham on the behemoth spitters. That's just gonna have to be one shot. The one danger is accidentally double-clicking. It's very easy to leave two fire orders with these remotes. Just, like, if you don't click briefly, it'll order more than one. Or if you move the mouse as you click, it'll order more than one. Right, I think... Oh. I think that's everything there. There's another bit over here. We can get those in one go. And there's one more base a bit further along. Okay, everything cleared out of here. And if we manage this... Damn, I think we didn't get that one. Okay, fire. And then over here. That should do that one. Sorted. Also, I like that we've scanned one block of this edge here because the explosions scan that. Whereas normally you can't scan that with long-range scanning. Oh, I'm in the train. Shouldn't be in the train. What's the ammo like? Oh, yeah, we're struggling. 25 shots remaining. Not a lot. Save some what for the return trip? Right, let's... Oh, there's some biters just hanging around out here. Oh, is that another... Oh, they're trying to colonize already. That's the thing, we got to make sure we establish a wall out here when we reach the end of our trip. Oh, trying to sneak past me. Anyone else turning up? I don't think so, but the scan doesn't go far enough. Right, let's advance. We're going to keep it moving till we physically can't go any further. Oh, whoops. Ah, I accidentally scrolled. I meant to zoom out, but I was still holding down shift. I didn't deconstruct the laser base back there. Damn it. So laser base is a very cool name. Oh. Gotta make sure my bots can actually build everything I ask them to. Oh, and are we out of power poles? I do believe we are. Right. I'll build 10 more. Gotta ration our supplies now. Some actual trees out here in this endless desert. Oh, we're out of rails. Alright. It looks like we're using the last of our supplies to make some more rails then. Everything we can. Technically I could just do one-way rails this far out, but we want them to be two-way because if we actually find the iron we're looking for, we've got to be able to send trains there and back. Okay, gonna order this, gonna build every last bit of rail I can while we're out. That's it, out of rails. Out of power poles at the same time. Well timed there, nice. Yep, can't make any more. Steel is the ultimate limiting factor. This is as far as we can move. Let's do one last advance with the train. As far as we can possibly take it. And this is why I brought so many laser turrets and walls, so that I could just build this again if I needed to. Because I can't be bothered going back there. One thing it's missing is the gates. Can I even make gates? No. We'll be fine. We'll survive. Train. Get over here. One last push. Imagine the logistics of a factory having to rely on X ore from this far out. Yep. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, technically, the problem could just be solved by having more trains involved. That way, a train will leave every 30 seconds and a train will arrive at the other end every 30 seconds because there's like 10 trains in the system. It could actually cause problems though, because the more trains you have, if they bunch up, you can have serious issues. Is there no one to shoot? I may simply not have detected anyone to shoot because these chunks haven't been spawned. Oh, I haven't been doing radars. I forgot about them. I need to go back and do those. Oh, I have a car. Boop. I just put normal coal in this because I don't want to waste my fuel cell when I'm just going to delete this car in a minute. I need to actually see where this begins. Okay, further. Look at all this devastation. Boop. You have to catch up with me, bot. I'm not slowing down for you. You're supposed to know not to set off when you're going too fast, but they're not good at knowing when you're actually going too fast. It's like if you're accelerating, they don't account for that. So like, yeah, right now you're going at a speed I can catch up with you. But in a, like, I don't care about in a minute, and then you immediately speed up and it's like, oh no, can't catch up. Oh, gee, I'm just forcing myself through all these blooming trees. Okay, there, right in the middle of the base. Nice. Why did I delete this? I need this. I'm about to go driving out into the wilderness. Let us see what we can see. Well, trees, just a wall of them. Great. Oh, this is going to be fun. Should have brought the tank. I mean, I have one on me, but can't be bothered setting it up. It's slightly quicker just to ram through this forest. Right. Keep an eye out. Okay, biter base there. Tiny. Is this not in artillery range? Oh, it's not. Huh. And then big base that I can't get past immediately. God damn it. And we're just leaving the desert as well. Oh, balls, they saw me. Wait, did they? No. They're preparing a colonization party. Interesting. What timing? I'm gonna say hi to them then. Hello. Sorry to interrupt your, moving house. Yeah, and this is normal ammo. I think it does 1/3 the damage of uranium ammo. Oh, not even normal, this is armor piercing. This is still better than the basic. It's so much slower than uranium to deal with. Right. So I want to put the defensive line in, but I can't have it powered. I'd actually quite like a powered defensive line from now on. Also, look at how much we progressed here. This is the distance between the base and our previous wall. This is the distance between our previous wall and where we're going to be building the new wall, somewhere around here. That's quite good. I'm quite proud of that work. We're talking about space engineers still. I just saw something get flagged by YouTube and then allowed by Rick, so presumably... What'd you say in there? Oh no, it was a mistype! Oops. Oops, Danny. Gotta make sure you type correctly. I don't accidentally curse, because YouTube can't have it in its good Christian video website. Yep, and all I found, coal and stone and more biters. We found deposits. There's some oil there, there's some stone there, there's some coal there. Big gaps between them, but they are there, which presumably means that at some point, simply by probability, I will encounter an iron or copper, or maybe even uranium deposit. And at this distance, I just need one to run a factory off of. And then I'll be good for months. Actual, real-life months. Also, oh, I thought there was a seam there, but it's the vision highlight. That's all I need. It's just an iron deposit, please. Oh, the radar is going to keep scanning. Oh, you know what? That's one less thing we can do, just to try and get that extra bit of information. Fire. And then very carefully line this up. And fire. Another stone deposit. Yes! Yes! Iron! Bloody iron! 23 million iron! I knew it was out here! I knew it! I had to shell it to find out, but it's there! Now we have to get to it! I mean, it's only 2 giant bases of biters to get through, but... Oh, God. Yep, that's a lot of iron. It's even... We actually got super lucky, because this hanging off the edge of the world. The stone hanging off the edge of the world. The coal hanging off the edge of the world. This stone barely on the world at all. This iron slap bang in the middle of the ribbon. Perfect. Beautiful. 23 million iron. How much are we running off right now? What is this one? Oh yeah, there's a 1.2 million. I forgot I had that. I should have set that up before I left. 1.2 there, and then yeah, 3.8 there is running our entire factory, or not, as the case may be. Ah. Problem solved. Now we've explored ridiculous distance in both directions. Right, let's sort out our defenses and then go home. And then next stream, we'll go out there and take that thing. I'm not going to take the car. I'm going to take the artillery train, because it's cooler. And doesn't have to deal with trees. We'll just blast straight past that for now. And as it appears... Oh, no, that's not it. That's a radar. There it is. Brake! And stops. And bots, please deconstruct this entire facility. We're going to set it up further along. And as soon as we see it, brake. Deconstruct. Nailed it. Oh, and also some trees, I guess. I can now man the wall with a stack of pure laser turrets. This is true. But you gotta have backups. You gotta have emergency backups in case of a power failure. Never use an entirely laser turret-based defense system. It will bite you one day, because every factory at some point in its life suffers a catastrophic power failure because of an accidental oversight. This I have learned. Like how they can't build it till the train's moved, and then they immediately open as soon as they're built, or not. There we go. And then immediately I'm going to deconstruct this because we don't want this here. And I guess a bunch of trees as well, because I wasn't paying attention. Okay, and then I've got a blueprint for a wall, I do believe. There it is. Build it there. Right across the coal, don't care. We got better supplies of coal. The good news is, if oil ever becomes a problem, we can coal liquefaction it, and we'll be fine. Right, then we'll actually build these back. Oh. Ah! Ah! Am I so terrible at clicking on a tile? Delete these. And replace them with laser turrets. Oh, I should check the ranges, because that's important. Yeah, the gun turrets have way less range. They will only come into play if the laser turrets are having a real rough time of it. Which is the kind of thing we want. I could even... You know what? I shouldn't have... No, hang on. I'm going to redo this. Because the distance is so different. It actually makes sense just to use the blueprint and then put a laser turret everywhere where like there's a space. And even behind them, because behind them they will still have a longer range. I'll even put them encroaching on here a little bit, just to be sure. There, loads of backup. This won't stay here long, because we're obviously going to expand, like, next episode and keep it moving, but for now we need a wall here, so that they don't just come through while I'm not around. How did I do the... Oh, I see. Yeah. I'll just remove that one. That's fine. There we go. It's powered. Just need to load them. And we got to load them with boring normal ammunition. 25 in each will do. If I even have enough. I'm not actually sure I do. Repetitive noises. Nope, don't have enough ammo for this. They've all got 25. Yep. Oh, hello. I guess they're colonizing. Oh yeah, there they are. Oi. Oh, none of that. I'm advancing over here in a minute. Get out of it. Okay. Yeah, just, I don't, Guess I'll just spread things a bit thin on this end. And there's always laser turrets if it doesn't work. There. All the ammo we have. Oh dear. Right, there's our wall. That'll hold them off for the time being. And next episode, we'll go forward and we'll take out those biters, get ourselves 23 million iron. Now we got to turn the train around. That's actually a problem. Hold on. Delete this, and I need to steal. Like that much? No, more. That much. Think? Let me check. Yeah, that'll do. Just put that in there. Switch tracks. And because I'll forget if I leave it there and then God knows what that'll do to the trains. Remove that again. Also, what I really should have done as we were going was put in a bunch of signals, but I didn't, so let's do some on the way back. Because we will actually need them. because there are going to be a lot of trains running on here. It's a problem. I should have just made a blueprint that was like a larger scale one that did signals. I've done that before, but I didn't do it this time, and I should have. Do regular intervals, because that will promote the trains running more smoothly if they're all perfectly in sync with each other. At least I think so. Technically, the best way to get trains running quickly with a high throughput is to just put signals in every single space you possibly can, because then a train will park up right behind the train in front of it, no matter where it's parked, because it will go right up to the signal that the train isn't in. One day I'll build a system like that, and it'll look kind of horrifying and beautiful at the same time, as a wave of color shifts runs down the length of signals as the trains go by. Normally, before you'd get to that point, you would just have multiple lanes for the trains, but it's the ribbon. Only got so much space. I might need more signals. Can I make more? Yes, yes I can. Lots more, in fact. Hold on. There we go. Full stack of them. I could even make a long enough blueprint that it incorporated radars into it at the proper regular intervals, but then I'd have to be exactly perfect in the number of tiles, and I can't be bothered doing it like that. The problem is, spamming signals everywhere will destroy a UPS. This is correct. That's why it isn't used by anybody. But you could do it. Theoretically, it can be done. Oh, some signals from previously. They're in the wrong place. Gonna move them. It does actually seem that there's a regular pattern of radars, so maybe this is workable. Making a blueprint. Then again, the pattern can look regular and then have one, like a tile shift of one every time, and you wouldn't know for ages. I deleted my radar at the end of the track. Oh, whoops. Well, too late for that now. I'm back. Yep, yeah, I did that, didn't I? When I ordered the deletion of the outpost, so I can't look at the wall. That's fine, we'll be back there soon enough. Okay, I need to tell this thing to go home. Oh, is it Station Reactor West? I should really call it, like, Artillery Station. Are you going? Oh, it's in manual. There we go. I was like, this just seems to be rolling to a stop. I don't understand. That would be because I didn't tell it to go. What are we talking about now? There's some... I don't know what this discussion is even about anymore. What tech was nuts? Oh, you're talking about Clusterio. Ah, yeah. Of course, everything about that is insane. There we go, the loading system working well. And the thing is that it just takes a while to load the actual guns, just because you have to load them one at a time. But the station does hold enough to fully load the system. That's always good. And the bots are delivering me a million different things that I used up while I was out there. Iron and steel and stone mainly. Bit of copper. Iron rods, of course. Always iron rods. Right, that's ready to go for next time. Oh, there isn't a fuel loading system. Oh. Oh, this is about to run out of fuel. Oh, wait, no, is this running off of nuclear fuel? It might be. That looks like it is, actually. It'd be a very weird coincidence if it had exactly used up. But maybe, though. I'm going to put some backup coal in it. In case there's an issue. Slightly more coal in this one than this one, so that if it runs out of fuel while heading out that way, it can turn around and head back that way. And have enough fuel to make it back. Even with any extra momentum. Smart. Gotta be smart. I'm a little bit concerned that we're building up this supply of uranium-238 here. How has that even happened? This has priority for making fuel cells. Or maybe it's just building up and then at some point the whole thing's gonna drain out when, like, we pass a threshold for crafting a new set. That could be it. I don't really know, though. Just gotta hope it continues to function. The system isn't built to work like this. Oh yeah, there it goes. Neat. I was right. Yeah, and then it starts dipping into the actual supply. Okay. That's all fine. Yeah, because this makes 5 cells into 3... 238. 10 cells are made of 19 of it. So we're only getting back like a third. So it's all going to cycle back through. Okay. Oh look, explosives. They've got a color as well, so they're like a darker yellow, I think, or it could just be the light. They're yellow, and then they've got a red swirl because explosives are red. I guess. Sure, why not? Oh, neat. Oh, and sulfuric acid production is going to have its own color as well. I don't think we've seen this before. Are we going to? These are running, so they should... Oh no, these use water. Is that all they use? Oh, you know, they use sulfur. Yeah, these should run at some point. Oh no, sulfur. This is sulfuric acid. Yeah, this would need to be used, and I don't know if anything is using it right now. Processing units would be, if there was a decent supply of iron yet. I think Ribbonworld would be way cooler if there was a sea around it instead of void. Technically there was originally. You could pipe water out of the void. Oh, but you're thinking so you could, You thinking so you could landfill into it, or just for the looks and that kind of thing? That'd be interesting, actually, if you could landfill, and then you make vast amounts of it so you can build a proper factory. No, but then it would just ruin the point of Ribbonworld then. Then the ribbon element would only come in the exploration, and the exploration is the boring part of it being a ribbon, I feel. In a way. And there's a cool thing about just constantly forging ahead to get around. Oh, this is not good. Oh, it's you waiting to get in there. That's making everything else queue up, and oh god. I gotta put a queuing area in this. I gotta fix this. But first I need to make the space. And I don't have it right now. It's a whole thing. The whole thing I gotta work out. Oh dear. Is this built up now? What's going on? Hold on a minute. What shortage have we got? What's missing? Something's gotta be missing, right? Or we'd be launching rockets like there's no tomorrow. Everything looks... Oh! Rocket fuel. Where's that? Here. Oh. Wow. Past Bentham, what are you doing? I need to go back and look at the part of last stream where I built this array and then just got completely distracted and wandered off. Oh, it's because I need light oil. Oh god, how do I deliver light oil? Oh no. That's the problem. I've got to get light oil over there. I set it up for that. It was ready for that. But I didn't actually put the light oil in. I know about the change. I talked about it last stream. And then I didn't change it. I just, like, made it ready and then got distracted and wandered off. Oh no. And then we gotta work out delivering light oil into the factory. Or I just make rocket fuel at the base. Just make it at the oil base. Like, do we need solid fuel for anything now, here, at all? Yeah, so this doesn't work anymore. That's no longer a thing. I set that up before. Okay, let me look at the solid fuel. Where does the solid fuel even start? Oh, it's over here. Okay, it comes out here. Is it used in anything? There's a random merger there. It just doesn't do anything. Wait a minute. I haven't updated anything. Wait, had the change actually happened last stream? Or was it just announced and I was talking about it? Because here's the thing, Rick. They knew this would be a problem. You don't need solid fuel for tech anymore. You need sulfur now. So the solid fuel doesn't need to be here. I can just remove this from the bus. I'm pretty sure. It doesn't do anything. That means I've got to drain it all from the entire base network. And I just got to tear this out, get rid of it, and turn it into low density structure production. So that's that problem solved. There you go. Silver lining. No. Oh yeah. This factory's been going so long that it's just kept getting the recipe changed on it. So now a belt that used to be for miners and is now for solid fuel is about to be swapped for a belt for sulfur. That's this factory's been going a few years now, so this kind of thing's just gonna happen. But oh dear. Right. Break this for a start. Auto trash. Solid fuel beyond 1 stack. And then I sit here and I press this button. So, yeah, this helps us in a way by outsourcing the rocket fuel production to the oil outpost, which I'm sure we can work out. We'll have more room to put the low density structure on the bus. That maybe even affords us space for a station on that part of the bus for other things that we might need, like delivering in the sulfur. Though we can deliver the sulfur into that base there. That's its new purpose now. Continues to serve a function. It was good to have that base there because it's basically just like whatever happens to come up, I can stick it on that station. Oh, the bots are taking forever. Oh, we only have like 700 in the network. I'm going to add some more to the network. Because they'll then immediately pick up this stuff off of me. That'd be nice. Why am I making bots? I have no idea. Am I making bots? There's the frames. There's the frames. Have I been manually crafting bots? Or am I just blind? There are 700 bots in the network. Of each kind. Have I manually crafted them all? Or am I missing something? Have I actually done that? I guess if the frames are being manufactured, the rest of it doesn't take that long. Past Bentham, what are you doing? Well, let's manually craft some more bots then. I'm a mess. I'm just a mess. I'm just the worst. Gonna pick up all these. I have a storage chest somewhere. Apparently. Remember it was all pocket crafted. I don't remember doing this. How long ago was this? I guess I'll do it. I'm the worst. I'm terrible. Someone says there was bot manufacturing. Where is it? This is all just the standard stuff. And then here's the area where all of the crafting is, and it's not there. Last possible place is here. It's not here. I think I've just manually crafted bots the whole time. I could have torn it down. That's a possibility that there was a system and I got rid of it. Knowing that I was building that, I might have got rid of it so that I could build off of that later, but then I just never did. I feel like I didn't manually craft 1,400 bots, but I wouldn't put it past me. Ah, too many. Yep, 9 too many. Wow, when I went over, I went over. Okay, well, I've done that. Back to eating all of the solid fuel in the world. Past Beb seems to do a great many strange things. This is true. This is very true. Well, that's all those bots busy. They're going in a dead straight line. That's neat. This belt must perfectly line up with the storage chest. Okay, nearly done. Okay. It's probably more than 3 months ago, honestly. When I look back at when this series actually started, I was surprised at how long ago it was. I didn't realize. Oh, and I've run out of space. Bots, do your job. Get over here. There. All solid fuel cleared off of the belts, I think. We'll find out if not. Ready to be swapped for sulfur. where's the train? The train's there. I'm just going to track the belt as I go. I'm just going to occasionally stop to let the bots swarm me and take all this stuff. Oh, we're probably going to have storage issues, honestly. That's the belt. Goes along here. Everything's fine. I'm going to clear out this random... What even is this? It goes underground, and then there's a random balanced supply that joins it for no reason. Then there's a side step. It could have just started there. Why doesn't it just start there? I'm going to fix this. Right. Gonna start here in the middle. Makes sense. It's gonna go underground. Whoops. Oh well. Then it's gonna go there, like normal. Delete that so nothing random later on merges onto there. It continues. Oh, it sidesteps again. God damn it. That's why. That's why it starts there. Well, we're doing this now. Splits off here, goes into the science. This is correct. It needs sulfur now. Technically doesn't need to continue as far as I'm aware. But I will have it in case it comes up. I'm not going to do anything else with this belt. Goes along here. Does not split anymore. Continues on to the end of the line. Okay. And then deconstruct this entire area here. Ooh, how's the power lines? They'll live. Boop. I love watching the waves of bots appear and tear the whole thing away. There. Like it never existed. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Right. So, next stream we'll do something about that. For now, whatever. Oh, look at this lovely fleet of bots doing its thing. This is cool. Hang on, they're still taking stuff off me. Oh yeah, there was more solid fuel in the machines, I guess. Also, someone take this odd number of Express Underground belts off me already. Bots. What do I pay you for? I know I don't pay you. There. Good. And then, we gotta make it worse. Gotta stand well back. Do this from map mode. Oh god. Actually, no, just delete the whole blooming thing. Go. Delete that. Enjoy, bots. I'm gonna go build more storage, because I know you'll need it. Oh god. Oh dear. Yeah, well, how are we looking? Oh, it's already filled. We're already having a storage crisis. That'll do it. Problem solved. And I'm gonna go put some requesters down, maybe in the, oh, there we go. Oh, this is finished. Nice. How much didn't mind? A lot. Gonna stand back. Delete that. Damn it, if they weren't already busy with other jobs, that would have looked really cool, as an entire swarm of bots just ate everything in that at once, but alas, there is literally one bot working on it right now. There we go. Oh, those might... No! I stood too close. Oh, God. And then they get taken away from me again. Right, just gonna get away from that. Avoid. Don't go close. So. How far does the network go? Oh, it does get to the oil base, just about. Right, we can do something about that then. Though I need to finish. We're approaching 3 hours. I'm supposed to be done by now. Okay, report. I can imagine I handcrafted all these. That's my usual way. Boop. And yeah, I'm just gonna plonk down for now some I guess a requested chest out here, and it's gonna kill the bots. It's going to destroy them. I know this. I know what's gonna happen. Deliver all the solid fuel. It's gonna be a nightmare. Yep, here come all the bots in the system. Look at this lovely wiggly robot line, and it's falling apart. And yeah, all these roboports are just going to be on charging duty for the massive swarms of solid fuel delivering bots venturing across the factory. We're attempting to undo a train transporting vast amounts of something from one end of the factory to the other with bots, which is dumb, but also the easiest thing to do right now. Just be like, bots, go do this. Now it's your problem. It will take them forever, but they'll do it. They're still deconstructing these over here. They barely made a dent. I only have 800 bots in the system. The logistics bots are only, like, not busy because the construction bots just haven't given them enough stuff to be busy with. And some of the construction bots might be going straight there because it's a requester. In fact, yeah, I think they will be. So we've got, yeah, loads of logistics bots, but then, yep, construction bots too. Going all over the shop. Oh, these are delivering concrete. Oh, yeah, because we've expanded the system so they can build more concrete. Oh, I don't know about... It's just logistics bots delivering solid fuel right now. But I feel like construction bots will also do that in a minute. So then the logistics bots won't have anything to do. Because it will all be on the construction bots. Yep, here they come. That's a problem. Maybe should have let them finish deconstruction first. Whatever, it's happened now. Well, they've nearly filled this, so that will help. That will bring an end to this part of the problem. I just crippled automatic unloading. That's a very good point, Rig. I didn't think about that. Whoops. It's fine. The factory's not operating because we don't have any blue science or rocket launches. Nothing's happening right now. Everything's stopped. I can have the bots do whatever I like. It won't make a difference. Oh, God. Everything's so on fire. Oh, dear. Yeah, it just becomes a massive charge-a-thon. Because they all pick the same, roboports to charge at. And then they have to get redirected to other ones. And then on the way to the other one, they run out of power, and so they just hover along really slowly. And you end up with giant queues. It's not actually that bad, to be fair. They're actually doing okay. I'm surprised it's not worse. Here, we're getting a queue build up. And here a little bit as well. Oh, actually, yeah, that's quite bad. They're just all stacked on top of each other. Oh, I hear building. Oh, they're still coming with the concrete. Let's actually expand this a bit more. Oh, damn it! We'll just put it further back. It's fine. I need to make some new roboports because we don't have any, so I'll just craft some. And the bots will come deliver me those too. I'm just giving more and more work to the bots now. This is just mean. The oil's fine. Heavy oil built up. Light oil built up. Petroleum gas built up. Plastic built up. Why am I expecting... Of course everything's built up. The factory's shut down. I know this. What am I doing? I'm being happy about everything, like, not moving. Derp. Okay, let's go. Just a swarm of bots flying over us. At least they've all aligned with this lower level, because a lot of them could end up, like, if they didn't, they would all end up crossing over this empty space, and then when they run out of battery there, they're just kind of stuck. They take forever to get home. But one by one, they're ending up charging at one of the lower stations rather than one of the higher ones, and the upper ones are being weeded out, and then they're all just coming along the bottom here. Also, they're now just coming directly from the storage. Oh, these guys are getting stuff for me. I see. There we go, they fully destroyed this. Loaded into here, there's just tons of it in here now. The mess, but we can fix it. Alright. I'm gonna go back to base and give future Bentham his instructions. It's no better than last time. Just different problems. Now they're just filtering through so slowly because all the roboports were busy, so they've gone to random roboports, which means it takes forever for them to gather together again and get to me or whatever. I don't know. I guess them all being on the same roboport would do the same thing. I'll have to queue and then to wait for them to trickle through. Is that everything? Are we good? I think we're good. Okay. Wait, no, I'm going to stand over here to start, because this is me talking to past Bentham. I have to have the visual difference between the two screens. Gotta stretch first, it's important. Future Bentham, remember to stretch. Good advice for life. Okay, so, Future Bentham. Pros and cons. Pros, there's a giant iron deposit that you can now get that will fix a bunch of things. It's to the west, go get it. Problem, it's behind biters. That's fine though, you'll be alright. So go get the iron. But first, the factory's dead. Sorry. You need to get sulfur being put onto the main bus, either via train or grab that supply there and hook it over. Well, you can work it out, I'm sure. I believe in you, future Bentham. Also, the rocket fuel. Rocket fuel is dead. The facility making it has had to be deconstructed because it's useless. So now, you need to build a rocket fuel production facility in the oil outpost, and then you need to get that delivered, probably via train, over to the main bus to get rocket launches going again. Then we will actually have science. And the factory will be running, and then the iron shortage will become apparent, which you can then fix. If you get all that done, then move the smeltery. Gonna happen one day. One day we will actually move the smeltery. But today is not that day, and tomorrow is probably also not that day. And yeah, I do always watch back the last stream. These segments do matter. I always use them. That's how I got my instructions last time. Oh, carry over the previous instructions from the previous streams past Bentham, which is we need 42 low-density structure assemblers. We're only on 20 right now. We've got to get some more of those. Got to pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. Oh, there might be a steel problem? I don't know anymore. Whatever. I think steel's fine. Steel's fine as long as iron's fine. Which it isn't. No, it's not a stream tomorrow. It was a figure of speech streaming I don't know how long. The normal streaming times, which I often miss, are Monday, Thursday, Saturday. Monday and Thursday, 10 PM. Saturday, 2 PM. I miss them though. Don't count on it. I'll always announce in the Discord shortly before it happens, and on Twitter when it happens. It's metaphorical. These streams happen no more frequently than every 2 weeks. And if I do a stream sooner than every 2 weeks, I stream something else. And there's a couple of things on the cards. Outer Wilds, still, I want to get back to it. I went and watched back my last stream, and now I'm hyped about it, so I definitely want to play some more Outer Wilds and explore more of that. Definitely more to discover there. And also, Nerdcubed is covering it. So, when Nerdcubed covers a game that you have covered before, you just get views. That's just how it works. That was one of the big surges I got in Factorio back in the day. I was the Factorio guy, and then one by one, important people made Factorio videos, and one of the very earliest ones was Nerdcubed. I was appreciative because I got a bunch more views, but also it was really annoying because he was the top video for Factorio then for like 2 years instead of me before it released on Steam, and then everyone and their dog played it, and then the Yogscast owned the entire front page of searches for Factorio on YouTube. God damn it. Particularly annoying because years before Yogscast covered it, Sips was like, guys, this game's gonna be amazing, trust me, you'll love it. And all the viewers went, nah, this looks terrible. And Sips was like, no, believe me, it's Factorio is a cool game, you just gotta get into it, it speeds up. And it was like, no, stop playing it. So he stopped playing it. What happens a couple of years later? The Yogscast, the entire Yogscast is playing Factorio, and all the viewers are like, yeah, I love this, and it's like, you sods, you just said, It's a pet peeve I have about the fickleness of YouTube viewers sometimes, is that because Factorio wasn't the in-game, they said it, like, all the comments said, don't play this to Sips. And then when Factorio became the in-game, not only was everyone like, yeah, this is great, keep playing it, but the comments on Sip's own old videos of Factorio switched from negative to positive because Factorio was a popular game. God damn it. The annoying thing because Sips knew it was good. And no one believed him. And then years later, suddenly everyone was like, oh yeah, you were right all along. It's the worst. You can literally go back and find Sips' original Factorio series like 4 or 5 years ago, and look at the comments, check the dates on them, and then whether they're positive or negative. And if they're 5 years ago, they're negative. If they're any time in the last 3 years, they're positive. You're saying power pole? Oh, the power pole to the left of the radar? Radar. I don't... Under the R of Ribbonworld. Power pole... Everything's normal with the power poles here. Power pole just to the left of the radar under the R of Ribbonworld. There isn't a power pole. To the left. I'm really confused now what's happening. Also, hi Sheepy. I can't really blame the Yogscast, because they play the games that are popular. Everyone covered them, it's just that the Yogscast were the biggest people that covered them, and so they owned the search results after that. And I always knew that I would lose my ownership of the Factorio search results, but it was still sad. And it's easier to be annoyed at a particular entity rather than YouTube as a concept. Oh, the rubber port. This one? That power pole powers it. Unless you mean this one doesn't have a power pole. So I guess you mean that one. The power pole powers it. You keep saying splitter, but I'm guessing you still mean power pole? Under the R. That R? Oh, that R. That is powering that rubber port. I don't know what you're asking. I'm just gonna end the stream. Future Bentham has his things. Gonna move over here. Alright, I mentioned my schedule earlier for when it actually happens. Streams are meant to be Mondays, Thursdays, Saturdays. I'm definitely gonna try and make the Saturday one this time. I'm gonna try and fix my sleep, but I mean, it's currently 3 AM right now, so that's how well that's going. And yeah, more videos. There is one more Satisfactory video recorded. Might be coming out tomorrow. I should go upload that. Remind me, yell in the chat as soon as I drop the stream, because I can't do it right now, but as soon as I drop the stream, yell at me in the chat to upload the Satisfactory video, because that's supposed to come out tomorrow, and I'm going to forget to upload it if you don't tell me. But I can't upload it while the stream's going, because it would use the upload. Volcanoid's also on the cards. I think I'm going to record some of that next, see how that goes. Also, The finale of Game of Thrones Riverlands on Roll For It is going to be happening on Saturday at 6 p.m. BST, or your local equivalent time. I'm going to be in it. We're going to have the entire cast. It's going to be an 8-person show. And yes, Rick, I know that there's a stream lag, and so you could just yell it now and it would... Oh dear. Sheepdog, my sleep issues are entirely motivation based. I can't hold a candle to what you have to deal with. Mine is entirely self-inflicted. I only have myself to blame. Okay. But did I not point at the thing you wanted me to point at, Danny Jig? I assumed that amongst the various things I pointed at, I managed to get it right. There's a roboport there. It's got a power pole. There's a power pole. All the power poles are fine. There's the power network. I can highlight it. Boom. There's all the power pole coverage. You can see everything lit up, covering. Everything's powered. Everything's running. It's all fine. Roboports are where they should be. Radars are where they should be. Everything's good. Splitters are also fine. I'm pretty sure. I think it's all good. There were maybe some superfluous splitters, but that's just my methods. I don't know. I can't hold your candle. Oh dear. Yes, so, where was it? Yeah, so, the finale of Game of Thrones Riverlands, very much looking forward to it. I've been co-GMing it, essentially, meaning that he actually GMs it. I just tell him cool things he can do, and then he does them. It's the massive belts to the immediate left of the radar by the train junction. Right, here. Okay, yeah, so 2 belts come down here. One of them splits off, goes that way to become fuel for the train. That's what these belts are. They fuel the train. And then the 2 belts continue on, merge again, and then there's priority going that way. That's the system. So yeah, this is our most ambitious Roll For It episode ever. 8 people, 7 players and a GM. Every single cast member and guest cast member is going to be present. I know exactly what's going to happen, and it's going to be wonderful. No one knows what's coming. It's going to be great. It's the perfect Game of Thrones ending. Because the best way that a Game of Thrones thing can end is with something that could have totally been predicted if anyone paid attention, and people's beliefs and their motivations being challenged and having to make tough decisions. It's going to be great. And today we've been streaming for just under 3 hours, so one of the longest Ribbonworld streams ever. Definitely ran over a smidge. That does actually mean we're coinciding. Let me just go. I'm gonna go have a poke around on Twitch for a second. Let me see what's up. Yeah, so there's a thing. I could totally send you to a thing. Alright, we're going to end it there. So you know where I'm going to be. Roll For It. But Saturday and Sunday. Saturday's finale of that. And Sunday is going to be our continuation of the boat job. Shadowrun mission. And then on from there. Also, the Vampire the Masquerade Season 2 campaign is starting on Saturdays very soon. I know I'm not in that, but I'm still hyped about it. And you should be too. It's very cool. Behind the scenes things have been happening that are very exciting. And you're going to see things very soon. It's really cool. Just going to keep saying it's really cool. And yeah, we're going to leave it there. I'm going to do an awkward cross-platform raid because I can, and someone happens to be live at this time doing a cool thing at good timing. Speaking of RPGs, there's an RPG show right now that's just about to start over on the Random Tuesday Twitch channel. She's one of the Roll For It people, and she's just starting a new show. It's in episode 1 of Broken Harmony, the Avatar The Last Airbender RPG that she's running amongst some cool friendos. So we can go over and say hi to them because the timing is perfect. They haven't started yet because they're running late, I guess. So it works out wonderfully. So I'm going to copy this into the thing. And you got to go yell awkward cross-platform raid. Boop. Okay, and you need to go over there and yell awkward Cross-platform. I could spell. Cross-platform. Bentham raid. Hang on, there's red squiggly lines on what I've typed. I need to fix this. Boom! Awkward cross-platform Bentham raid. And that's where we're going to end it for today. That worked out well. My stream ran over, and then their stream went late to account for the extra running over that happened. And they're presumably just about to get going. I think. There's no sound on this stream. I'm sure they'll fix it. Everyone, go over there, yell that. We're going to end this now. Going to switch to the break screen and finish this up for today. Go say hi, watch some RPGs. If you've never watched an RPG before, excellent opportunity to start. It's in episode 1, and then maybe you'll actually go watch Roll For It. If anyone's watching who's never watched Roll For It or any other RPGs before, what are you doing? I keep telling you to watch them. Why aren't you watching them? Why are you so mean? Please just give them a chance. RPGs are wonderful. Tabletop RPG shows are awesome. The only issue is they take a lot of time, but if you've just watched this 3-hour stream, you have the time. This is how long they are. But with that, I shall say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.